When you hit the road in your car, you know the value of every liter of fuel. In this video, you'll see simple yet effective methods to save fuel step by step. 7. Fuel economy with correct tire pressure. Your vehicle's tire pressure is one of the most important factors that directly affects fuel consumption. If your tires are underinflated, they have more contact with the ground. This increases the friction between the vehicle and the road. The engine has to produce more power to overcome this extra friction. More power means more fuel. Many drivers think tire pressure is only important for comfort. However, proper pressure plays a critical role in both safety and fuel economy. Research shows that when your tires are 20% below the recommended pressure, your fuel consumption can increase by up to 10%. So if you're paying more at the gas station several times a month, your tires may be the reason. The solution is actually very simple. Check your tire pressure once a month. Make it a habit, especially before long trips. The recommended pressures are printed on the inside of your car's doors or in your owner's manual. Adjust your tires accordingly. There's another important point here. Overinflating your tires is also not a good idea. Excessive pressure causes the tire to wear faster than the center. It also reduces road holding and increases braking distance. Therefore, don't overinflate or underinflate. The recommended pressure is always the most accurate one, recommended by your vehicle. Proper pressure not only reduces fuel consumption, but also ensures your vehicle stays on the road more evenly. This means less money in your pocket and increased safety. While it may seem like a small detail, its impact is far greater than you might think. 6. Get rid of unnecessary luggage. Your car's trunk or interior often feels like a small storage area. Items you pack away just because you need them add up over time. Duffel bags, toolboxes, unused strollers, camping gear. The list goes on. These extra items can unknowingly add tens of pounds to your vehicle. The heavier your vehicle, the more power the engine uses to carry it. The need for more power directly translates to higher fuel consumption. According to experts, an extra 50 kilograms increases fuel consumption by around 2 to 3%. It may sound small, but when you consider it in the long run, it adds up to a significant cost. Especially in today's world, with fuel prices constantly rising, even this small amount can make a big difference. To solve this, first examine your luggage. Remove items you don't really need. Keep your vehicle as light as possible for daily use. Roof racks also increase fuel consumption because they increase air resistance. Wind exerts more resistance on the vehicle, and the engine must use extra power to overcome this resistance. If you're not using a roof rack, be sure to remove it. Removing unnecessary weight doesn't just reduce fuel consumption. Your vehicle accelerates faster, stops more smoothly, and your suspension system is less strained. This simple habit can save you money on both fuel and maintenance costs. 5. Idling engine, wasting fuel. One of the most common mistakes drivers make is idling the engine for extended periods. Many people think if the engine stalls, restarting it burns more fuel. But this isn't true for modern vehicles. Nowadays, the fuel used to start the engine is equivalent to just a few seconds of idling. So turning the engine off and then on again doesn't use as much fuel as you might think. For example, if you're stopping your car on the side of the road to pick up a friend, turning the engine off saves money. During this time, the engine is doing nothing but consuming fuel. Turning the engine off makes a significant difference, especially during long stops in traffic. Another detrimental effect of idling is on engine health. Excess fuel can mix with the engine oil, which degrades its properties and causes faster engine wear. Furthermore, unnecessary exhaust emissions harm the environment, negatively impacting both your budget and the environment. Therefore, it's best not to keep your vehicle running except for short stops. Turning the engine off during short stops both saves money and extends the life of your engine. A small habit change can turn into a huge benefit over time. 4. The power of regular maintenance. When it comes to fuel economy, most people immediately think of their driving style. However, regular maintenance is just as important as their driving habits. An air filter that isn't replaced regularly reduces fuel combustion efficiency. When the engine struggles to get clean air, it tries to produce the same power by using more fuel. This noticeably increases fuel consumption. Similarly, old or dirty spark plugs prevent complete fuel combustion. When combustion isn't complete, you lose power and consume more fuel. Not changing your engine oil regularly also increases internal friction, causing the engine to strain more. These seemingly minor details can actually have a significant impact on fuel economy. Therefore, keeping up with your vehicle's maintenance schedule is a critical step for both engine health and fuel economy. With regular maintenance, you'll see improved performance and more balanced fuel consumption. 3. Avoid hard acceleration. One of the biggest mistakes that increases fuel consumption is hard acceleration. Pressing the accelerator hard causes the engine to spray a lot of fuel in a short time. This habit, especially common in urban areas, not only increases fuel consumption, but also causes unnecessary wear and tear on vehicle components. Accelerating your vehicle smoothly and with control allows you to travel the same distance with significantly less fuel. Instead of accelerating rapidly, applying gentle pressure to the accelerator can reduce fuel consumption by up to 10%. This also results in a more stable vehicle, less tire wear, and less strain on the brake system. In other words, changing this habit not only reduces fuel consumption, but also reduces maintenance costs. Driving calmly is a long-term benefit for both your wallet and your vehicle. 2. Driving at a reasonable speed. Your vehicle's fuel consumption varies significantly depending on your speed. Driving too slowly or too fast increases fuel consumption. Wind resistance, especially at higher speeds, increases rapidly, and the vehicle's engine consumes more fuel to overcome this resistance. For example, as you accelerate from 90 kilometers per hour to 120 kilometers per hour on the highway, consumption increases significantly because resistance increases exponentially. Therefore, it's always more economical to maintain a steady, comfortable speed. Driving at a steady pace rather than constantly accelerating and decelerating saves money. If possible, you can use cruise control. This system allows you to maintain a constant speed, which will both reduce fuel consumption and provide a more comfortable driving experience. 1. Avoid unnecessary air conditioning use. Air conditioning, essential for comfort, plays a larger role in fuel consumption than you might think. Constantly running the air conditioner at full power demands extra power from the engine. This power consumption directly costs fuel. If the air conditioner is constantly on, especially in city traffic, your fuel consumption will increase significantly. Instead, it's much better to use the air conditioner responsibly. For example, if your car is very hot, first open the windows to let the hot air out. Then turn on the air conditioner. This way, the system cools faster and uses less fuel. Furthermore, running the air conditioner on a low fan setting and keeping the windows closed increases the efficiency of the air conditioner. Using it when needed, rather than constantly running it unnecessarily, is one of the easiest ways to save money. We've rounded up 7 simple tips for saving fuel. In the first section, you saw the effects of tire pressure, unnecessary loads, and idling. In this section, you learned about regular maintenance, avoiding sudden acceleration, driving at a reasonable speed, and using air conditioning. As you can see, you don't need expensive systems or complicated methods to reduce fuel consumption. With small changes in your habits, you can protect both your wallet and your vehicle. If you follow these tips regularly, you'll start to feel the difference every mile.